everyone, and welcome back for our 10th episode of 5 Things with Father Edward. So, welcome back this week, Father.
Yes, great to be here as always.
Perfect. Our questions this week come from a 10-year-old, so we thought it would be kind of fun, since this is our 10th episode, to get 5 questions from a 10-year-old, because you never quite know what they're wondering and what they want to know.
Sure, makes a lot of sense.
All right, so first question, what is your favorite animal?
My favorite animal, well, I actually have a pet cat right now. I had a dog and a cat. When my mother passed away, I inherited these pets, and I raised them. Not raised them, maintained them, I guess you could say, because they were senior animals. The dog was like 18 years old when she died, just a few months ago, and then the cat is like 20 years old. So the cat I really like better than the dog. I like the dog. You could walk the dog, you could go places with the dog, but the cat, you can leave home for a few days and she's fine. And maybe someone comes in and gives her water and food, and that's enough. So a little less maintenance with the cat.
Okay, so cat?
Yes.
Cat? Okay. Second question, what is your favorite book?
My favorite book, great question, the Bible. Okay, well, that's a collection of books, so we'll go with something else. You know, there was a book I read a few years ago, maybe a year or two now. It was called The Authenticity Project by Claire Pooley, and it was a book that just really made a big impression on me. You know, it was a novel, and that's one that just immediately, whenever people ask that question, I just always cite that one. I recommend that one to a lot of people.
Okay, perfect. Could you tell us just a little bit, like what it's about, in case a viewer would maybe like to check this book out too?
So the Authenticity Project, I think if memory serves, the premise is that there is a little maybe notebook, and it's kind of floating around. It's left at a cafe, and so then someone finds it. They look at, dear reader, you're to look at the last question someone asked and write it and leave this somewhere. And so it was going back and forth, and there's kind of an interconnected story and unfolding as the novel goes on. But it was just one of those like secular books that kind of makes you want to be a better person, and it's a novel and it's not like a self-help book. So I just really liked it.
Okay, very good. So Father, what do you like to do for fun?
Number 3, what do I like to do for fun? I love traveling. I like going places, seeing things, sharing those experiences. So I'd say travel is up there. For example, this upcoming, on my day off, so not detracting from parish life, I'm going down to Dubuque, Iowa. And, I went down there last year for something, and just want to go back and return to that area because it was a good time. And I had a nice little prayerful experience where I'm going. So I like traveling. That's what I like to do. What else? I write. I guess those are just 2 things.
Okay. Has there been a place that you loved so much you want to make sure you go back to?
Yeah, I really love Lourdes, France. So a Marian apparition took place in 1858. I've been there 5 times, I think, and I think every time you go back to Lourdes, it's like you're going home. I just love Lourdes, very special place.
Beautiful. So we have a couple holidays coming up. So this 10-year-old is wondering, what is your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday? I would say Christmas. I love the idea of decorating your home, having a Christmas tree. There's something about like being in the dark days of the year and then coming home and your Christmas tree is lit, and like it somehow brings you greater joy, I think. So I love Christmas and the music that accompanies it, and all the time that you get to spend with other people, things like that. So Christmas.
Yes. Beautiful. Maybe this next question may tie into this one. We shall see. But this is question number 5. What is your favorite season?
My favorite season?
Yeah.
So, as a guy that likes to travel, the other day as I was driving to Minnesota, And I was like, in this part of the drive, you know, either 29 or 94 or whatever, you just looked and you're like, it's so beautiful. All the leaves, all the colors changing. It's just a wonderful time of the year. Autumn is a wonderful time of year, and autumn is a wonderful person. So I like fall. And I like pumpkin spice lattes, and let me tell you, the Dunkin' Donuts in town has a great pumpkin spice latte, and it tastes, I hate to say this, it tastes a lot better than the Starbucks variety. So, so I recommend the pumpkin spice at Dunkin' Donuts too.
Little
for fall.
plug, little plug. Ding. Right, awesome note. I know that was our 5 questions, but Father, you have a special event coming up on Friday that maybe viewers would like to come to.
Yeah. Yeah, so of course there's a war going on right now in the Holy Land where Jesus lived and walked, where he taught, performed his miracles, all of these things, where he was born on Christmas Day. So there, because of all the violence and whatnot, there's been a special call for prayer on Friday. And so we're going to pray for peace in the Holy Land. And I thought, what better way? Not only just this past week, we did it before the Blessed Sacrament, and then Holy Hour, prayed the Rosary, silent prayer, prayed a few psalms asking for peace. But this Friday, I thought, well, why don't we pray the Stations of the Cross? We pray the Stations during Lent, but the Stations are following in the footsteps of Jesus. And so why not do it now? Because the Stations were all about kind of following the Lord and kind of spiritually transporting yourself to these places where Jesus was. So we're going to have Stations at 5:30 this Friday for peace in the Holy Land.
Wonderful, and we hope as many of you are able to make it as possible. So with that, we hope you all have a wonderful afternoon, and Father, thank you again for your graciousness in doing these each week with us.
Yes, my pleasure. Very good.
Wonderful.
And we'll see you at Mass.
Right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.